Well, yesterday, Fox News contributor Tommy Lahren joined me saying that young people are beginning to realize Bidenomics is not working for them. Watch.
I think it's also a little bit insulting that young people are believed to only really care about their debts being forgiven and getting freebies. We'd like to be able to afford rent. We'd like to be able to afford homes, start families, and be able to go on vacation. So I think young people are starting to realize that Bidenomics is not working for any American, but certainly not young Americans who are just trying to get started in this economy. But in order to really flourish in America, you have to have opportunity, economic opportunity.
And we continue our focus on young conservatives. This is Young Conservative Week here on Mornings with Maria. Joining us now to continue that is former NBA star Enes Kanter Freedom. Enes, it's great to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Do you think young people are figuring out, as you just heard Tommy Lahren, that Bidenomics has actually worked against them?
Of course, I mean, yeah, they're saying enough is enough. You know, our country needs a leader who's going to put America first. And young voters are seeing that, you know, I think our young voters looking for someone who's going to lead and speak from the heart and not from the teleprompter. A leader who's not going to bow down to dictatorship, especially like China. And our country right now is suffering. You know, people are dying from fentanyl, and this shouldn't even be a right or left issue. So yes, people are starting to realize that enough is enough.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because there are so many policies that we talk about every day that are head scratchers for most people. For example, transgenderism in women's sports. I mean, Fox Business's Hillary Vaughn pressed the White House on whether it's fair to allow transgender athletes to take part in women's sports. Press Secretary Jean-Pierre dodged the question. Watch this.
It's a complicated issue, and there are a wide range of views on this. The Department of Education.
Daughters, does he care that girls are allowed to compete in sports without fear of injury? Does he think it's fair for girls to have to compete against biological males? I
just answered the question. It is a complicated issue. It is truly a complicated issue with a wide range of views. A wide range of views. There is no yes or no answer to this. It is complicated.
Enes, what about there? You've lived it. Is it complicated?
It is not complicated at all. I mean, men do not belong in women's spaces, restrooms, locker rooms, and sports. I can't even believe we are even having this conversation. You know, would you be okay with your daughter sharing the, you know, same restroom, same locker room, or same shower room with biological male, and possibly getting harassed, you know? I'm all about freedom. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about freedom, but this is not fair to the girls who feel uncomfortable and are scared to speak up. And we need more athletes to come out and say enough is enough. I remember when we had this conversation in our locker room, everyone agreed with me. But I was like, guys, then why don't you just go out there and say something? And they're like, well, you know, we don't want to get canceled. And I am so sick of the hypocrisy.
Yeah, that's incredible. Joe Concha, you want to jump in here?
Hey, Enes. Yeah, just you've made the point that I was going to ask about, but why do you think that more women won't come forward, female athletes particularly, who says, look, steroids are banned in sports for a reason because it gives people a biological and chemical advantage. And if you have a biological advantage by having certain chromosomes and competing against women if you are a biological male, why is Riley Gaines basically the only person out there, and Martina Navratilova, of course, too, but very few women are coming forward? Is it because they are scared about the backlash? Because if I think if enough come together and say, this is wrong, we're not anti-trans, we're pro-women, I think most Americans would agree with that based on the polling that we're seeing.
You know, exactly. Where is all this women rights activists? Where is all this feminists when it comes to this this issue, you know? And yes, people are scared to get canceled, and unfortunately, cancel culture is real. Like, people don't want to get canceled, but they believe that, yes, men do not belong in women's spaces or sports, but I guess they have too much to lose on the line, and they don't want to lose endorsement deals. They don't want to lose in, you know, deals or contract, whatever. Yeah. So it's all hypocrisy, you know.
Kenny?
I actually think if more women athletes stood up and said this is not right, talk about endorsement deals, I think they'd come running head over heels to endorse these women that are supporting women.
Well, I don't know, Enes, because you were so honest about the threat from communist China, and what happened to your endorsements?
Exactly, all gone. You know, I have been unemployed for the last 2 years just because I wanted to, stand up for the human rights violations that happen in China.
Yeah.
This is not even political; it's a human rights issue.
That's right.
You know?
Right, but I think that's a different issue than. I think that's a different issue, and I'm not saying it's right. I think it's a different issue than we're talking about, transgender people in women's sports. Well, I think, right?
I mean, you have to understand who we're talking about. We're talking about global corporations that want to sell to 1.4 billion people in China. And Enes, you were spot on. You were early. You were courageous. You were loud and adamant. You made sure people understood what you were seeing about the China threat. Now we've got this new report this morning from Meta. It confirms that the discovery of thousands of accounts linked to China on Meta. That's Facebook, Instagram. The goal to use online social media to spread positive news about communist China, to discredit adversaries. The campaign includes more than 7,000 Facebook and Instagram accounts. It includes posts on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. Meta says that the operation dates back to 2019 and was linked to Chinese law enforcement, Enes. Maybe this is why there's so much hate on social media, because there's this Communist Party Marxist thread running through our country, putting these issues out there that we all agree on, and yet we're having a fight over.
You know, especially China have these huge troll armies, which people call them the 50 Cent Army. They are China state-backed internet army whose numbers, I think, reportedly range from 500,000 to 2 million. And the root of the nickname, the idea that the government pays around, I believe, 50 cents per China post. And I believe, so far Meta has removed around 7,000 Facebook accounts and almost 1,000 pages. The Chinese operation is the largest, I believe, online influence operations that we know of in the world right now. Operates, from 50 different platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, I believe Quora too. So what they're doing is pretty much like posting articles, cartoons, and videos that basically praise China and criticize the United States and Western countries. So I'm glad that just the people are starting to remove those pages.
And all the while they're putting out this propaganda, they're also inserting a surveillance program on American citizens. It's actually stunning. The young community, what do young people think about the current slate of candidates in the GOP? What's your take in terms of the importance of that young conservative voice right now?
I was in a debate. I want to give a huge shout out to the Fox family for inviting me. It was an amazing time. I actually got educated a lot. Some of the candidates are my friend, and I was just there to just watch them and support them. And it was amazing to they talk about the education system. They talk about our country. They were talking about how we cannot bow down to the communist China and stuff. So it was very educational for sure for me.
All right. Enes, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks very much. Enes Kanter Freedom.